Hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. This is Choy Leaves Tarot, where we get to your greatness one tea leaf at a time. All right. If you're new here, smash that like button and let's get started. This is going to be like an update. How are the fire and ice? I'm getting like a lot of fire and ice, okay? I don't know if that means the weather, if that means, politics. We're just going to get into it. There's a message specifically for you. So we're just going to pick up on that. It could be love, it could be career, it could just be, just what's happening in the world and what do your spirit guides want you to know right this second. And don't forget to like and count backward from 5 to claim your... Let's say claim something that you want to see in the next month, okay? So if it's a salary bump, a bonus, a love, make your affirmations and like to claim. All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you could also pause and claim it, but ching, okay? Let's just get into this. Universe, this is going to be a quick one. Universe, what does fire and ice mean? What does their spirit guide want them to know right now? This is all signs. Take what resonates. What do we need to know right now? What is coming up for the collective? Is there a special... Wow. Oh, there has been a cut off. Somebody, it's like leeches, parasites. It's giving like somebody was mooching off you, leeching off you, and you're about to be free from that. You're cutting it off. It's like... let's just get into it. I mean, this is powerful. Queen of Swords, woman over 25 years, brown eyes and brown hair. If you don't look like this, the vibe is cold, hard, demanding authority. You're not playing games anymore. So if it's an ex, if it's like whatever, it could also be, has been a political shift, massive deportations happening. And I'm getting deportation because look at this. It seems like people are sick of being called lazy in their own home country. And so with the deportations, the people who are being deported are literally mad, angry, and just saying horrible things and telling the, let's say if you're in America or other countries that are also doing mass deportations or immigration or there's like different issues, they're going to see, whoa, this whole time that maybe you were being a great social justice warrior or helping around, you're going to be like, wait, so none of it really welcomed. It didn't really help. The prices went up. The quality of work and life went down. And then people are like, well, what about the work? We can't find people who want to work as hard. Basically calling the natives or the people born and raised here lazy or not hard workers. And that has been a lie made by the corporations to pit the people against each other, right? And so at the meantime, now you're seeing people are being pushed out or leaving or whatever under this. But in the meantime, they're giving their strays, instead of going to corporations for taking advantage of them, they're going for the people who opened up their homes and area and gave them opportunities. And even if it was a bad opportunity, it's like, okay, people are literally like, okay, you guys seem more like Trojan horses. Knight of Wands, young man to 25 years, important letter. You're going to see how little the guests think about the people who were from there originally, right? So now let's say if you're in America, you're going to see a lot of Americans be like, you know what? Well, then what was I fighting for? You definitely don't like us. You think we're lazy and XYZ and we could do the same. And then meanwhile, for example, look at all the hotels where everybody has to clean their own hotel room. They have to clean everything. And they're like, but what about the janitors? And it's like, no, that's not janitors. No, what about the farms? Still bad quality food. No one's, everyone's just getting glyphosate poisoning. What do you mean? Nobody can advocate for themselves. Okay, what about the CEOs? Same thing. Don't have their intentions aligned. What about the, any job you can think of? So from what people think is like, homesteading, farming versus corporate, it doesn't matter. Everyone is kind of like, whether it's H-1B visa to H-2B to a lot of people are getting deported out, and they're like, look, you know what? This is actually what the people are feeling. Not the people who are leaving or being forced out, the fool. They feel like, wow, we really tried to help people XYZ, but it only made our quality of food, life, the corporations more powerful. It made it worse. So now people are like, you know what? All the teachers that want to play, social justice warrior, or all the churches or XYZ, people are kind of looking at them sideways, and they're like, look, this actually helps everybody, okay? So if you want to do it, so there's going to be a shift. The people are going to be surprised that, like, there's a lot of isolationism and populism, like more pride in their own country. People who go back are going to be more inspired to make their own homes even a more amazing, but better, safer place. And the ones who are currently here are going to also start thriving. The government has no choice but to rehire. And it's kind of like, no, people are pushing back. So the fool, good friends, happiness, needing to take a giant leap forward. Yep. So it's kind of like ripping a Band-Aid. The people are sick of everything being outsourced or not. And they're like, you know what? It might be a little hard at the beginning to try to find people to like take up space, but we don't care about the corporations anyway. And we're looking for a clean new break, a new fresh start. And everybody is really like, okay, time's up. It's time for something new. Time to shake things up. If we did more of the same, more people would come here and still resent the same people. And if you're in another country, same thing. Whether you're in Canada, Indonesia, China, wherever you're from, everyone is actually going back to their homes. And yes, there are some actual asylum seekers. They will get that. And the people who genuinely need help will not be lost in a limbo. But the economic warriors, the economic, like Trojan horses, people who are buying up, or like not okay with the where they're moving to assimilate or not, those people are going to be rejected and not supported, and people are not going to help them like stay. Two of Wands, short journey, movement to or near water. Exactly. All the ports are going to be a strong topic right now. So you're like, this means, like, this is the world in the palm of your hand. Whatever that means, it seems like whatever you're cutting off, whether it's a bad relationship, a bad job, or if your government's doing the cutting off of, the mass deportations, whatever it is, you're about to come out triumphant personally. You're like, let everybody else handle it. I'm not going to step in to be like a social justice warrior or helping. You're just like, I'm just going to, dip out of this. And it kind of Seven of Wands, frustrations, you're able to overcome your frustration. You're on top of the situation. You're like, at the end of the day, the price of everything is high. There's inflation, there's price gouging, and the food is poisoned. And guess what? If that means the people who are not speaking up for us are people who were not originally born and raised or don't have to eat the food here, then there's a huge disconnect, right? It would be something if everyone took care and did the highest quality because they want to be part of the dream. Another thing is to actually, not help where you're going. Imagine you're going to an alien island, okay? You're going to Mars or Venus, okay? Let's say you're going to Venus, and as an earthling, you go there and you really are like, I'm just going to do earth type things and then just go colonize, right? So it's like reverse colonization is happening all over again. And that is like over now because people are like, you know what? We need to go back to plain old ways and just look for peace, harmony, and healthy food, okay? And Seven of Wands, frustrations, you're able to overcome your frustration. You're on top of the situation. We already had that. Yup. More fighting around you. So if you're a native in whatever country you're at, whether you're a Native American or born and raised in America, or, like you had a long line of lineage and legacy here, if you are not It's because Five of Wands, arguments, battles around you. There will be a lot of battles. Like, as people are being deported, they're going to talk ish about the people that didn't stop or help them or whatever. And you're like, you know what? You guys didn't help us either. We didn't have healthy food. We didn't have people advocating for better pay. We didn't have any of that going on. And we actually got further removed. You're going to see a lot of Americans go back to doing their own gardening, their own, their own services, learning everything and touching. It's like very tangible type careers, and community is going to come back. And like the culture of things will be rebranded for the better, okay? So Page of Pentacles, you're going to actually see a lot of unity, okay? All different races and backgrounds and everything, but the one thing they have in common is their citizenship or whatever. You're going to see that a lot. Page of Pentacles, young woman to 25 years, student, male or female. Yup, it's going to be a lot of a lot of people are going to be illuminated to what has been going on and how many of these like sob stories were genuinely fake. And, just buying up land. It could be the corporations. Oh, I'm coming here to help, and this is what I went through. Meanwhile, they get grants. They have politicians working for them. Whatever is happening, the actual people are so over it that there was a whole populace, acceptance happening, right? Like, it's very isolationist, but also very there's the concept of fairness is gonna actually be shown, and people are gonna watch and learn. The Empress, delays will prove necessary, period. You're about to get your job. People around you, whether it's love life or whatever, are you guys on the same page? If you're not, they need to go, okay? If they're like, no, but I need to go, when we got learning and teachers, you're gonna see in the news a lot of teachers trying to close the doors, close the walls, be helpful teachers to their students. And that's cool and all, except for the laws have changed. They're actually, they're doing some nice things, but really at the grand scheme, there is no benefit to their actual rest of their students to do this, right? And so, it all depends. You're gonna benefit regardless. And if you actually have to leave or whatever's happening, and one of those, you're gonna be even more illustrious in your own place. Wherever it is, people are kind of like doing a musical shuffle, and you're gonna be, it's like everyone's gonna find their role in their space. This is just like a lot of tantrums you're gonna see, but you're gonna come back out on top. Again, what did I tell you? It's like the Trojan horses are being sent back. Like, you know the Trojan horse story where people brought in something and offered something, and really it was something bad. It was something that didn't match, it didn't assimilate, it was like an op, okay? Controlled opposition, or just like ulterior motives. So now people are like, okay, you know what? Go back to homesteads, look at small businesses locally that manufacture here, that hire Americans, or wherever you're from, like let's say you're Indonesia, hire Indonesians born and raised there. You're kind of like, a lot of people are kind of like, okay, everyone who's a guest here, act like a beautiful guest. And then whoever is like a permanent or citizen or born and raised, be welcoming, but only to those people who respect you. It's a lot of respect and fairness going around soon, because the people who overstayed their welcome are literally like making a lot of money. They made a lot of things, and they're just like being supported by the people who basically are about to lose. 7 of Cups, all that glitters is not gold. Look beyond the clouds, money improvements. Again, don't fall for the propaganda, the okie doke. Just look at your day-to-day life. Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? Did you like the quality the last couple of years? Yay or nay? Why? What did it do? What's your health like? What's your wealth like? What did you check of how much? What's the water poison in your water like? What's the air quality like? Whatever it is. 10 of Pentacles, money contentment, signing of money agreement. You are about to elevate to the next level. If you let things take its course, you are about to see the most money you've ever seen in your life, and it'll make so much more more sense to you, that you're at the right place at the right time doing what is best for you. It's kind of like, you know, princess energy, but instead universe is kind of telling like citizens and people, and especially you, whoever resonated with this, that it's time to you to put you first for once, okay? You have like a bleeding heart in the past. Maybe you were a healer, a teacher, a kind soul, and nobody is benefiting when you don't benefit as well sometimes, okay? So it's like, besides the corporations and what the propaganda is, it seems like it's not the best, but you're about to see how better your life can turn into, okay? Universe, what else do you need to know? So it's really your time. Wow, quality over quantity. Exactly. We don't need millions and millions of people taking up or clogging or just like giving low quality over quantity. Like, we don't want low quality. So it's like the food, the things, people are going to kind of go into word minimalism, but it's like minimalistic because we're going back to small businesses and they can't crank things out yet, but at least we're eating healthier. At least you're looking for small businesses or farms that have regenerative farming, or places that don't have oil spills, fires, smoke inhalation problems, all of that. You're looking at the fine print, quality over quantity in the lifestyle, the type of people you date. All of that is about to shift. So right now, if you have anybody who needs to be like taken out of your life, deported from your vicinity, that could be block a number. It could be, you're just like, oh, okay. Anybody who didn't resonate with you, you are just like, okay, I'm just gonna zoom out, not think about that, and focus on what I can do to better my life. And this is your tea leaf of the day, Boswellia tea. Oh, look, this is one of the goddesses. So this is 100% herbal. This is like frankincense, or I think it's called like konar from a lotus tree. They're like resin. It's really good for you. Obviously, don't drink this if you're allergic or anything. Google it. But that green and yellow, I believe, green and yellow butterfly is giving a rebirth, but you putting yourself first, your health first. And because of that, you can then pour into other people's cups. But for the first couple of months, you are like, you know what? Let me focus on myself before I just do this, okay? So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.